Okay, so this is one of the most critical lesson of this entire course. Uh, One of the most common questions I get is, do I need to pay for ChatGPT or is free good enough? And it is a fair question. The pricing page lists plans from free to $200 a month. And that is a huge range. And the features and limits can be confusing. What exactly do you get at each level? Now, do you see this? This is a business pricing, and this is the personal pricing here. So, with GPT 5.2 now available across all tiers, the difference between plans are not much about which model you can access. Everyone gets GPT 5.2. The differences are about how much you can use it, which features you unlock, and how fast your responses are. And understanding this helps you avoid two mistakes: paying for features you don't need or struggling with limits that slows down your work. And in this video, in this session, I'll break down each plan clearly: free, plus, and pro, with the exact limits, features, and who each plan is best for. Best for. By the end, you will know exactly which tier fits your situation. Let us start with free. And honestly, free ChatGPT is remarkably capable. What you get? You have access to GPT 5.2, the same flagship model available to paying users. That includes the smart router that switches between fast and thinking modes based on your query. You also get access to DALL-E image generation, file uploads, data analysis, web search, voice mode, and even custom GPTs. These used to be paid only features. So, what are the limits? Here is where free differs from paid plans. You're limited to approximately 10 GPT 5.2 messages every 5 hours. After that, ChatGPT automatically switches you to the mini model, which is still capable but not as powerful. Image generation is capped at around 2 to 3 images per day. File uploads are limited to about 3 per day, and during high demand periods, free users get lower priority, meaning slower responses or temporarily unavailability. One more thing, by default, your conversations may be used to train OpenAI's models. You can opt out of this in settings, but it is on by default. So, who is this for? Free is perfect for casual users, occasional questions, learning, and experimentation, or anyone who wants to try ChatGPT before committing. If you use ChatGPT a few times a week for simple tasks, free might be all that you need. Next is the Plus plan, $20 per month. Now, Plus is the most popular paid tier, and for good reason. At $20 a month, it unlocks significantly higher limits and removes most friction. Plus subscribers currently get approximately 160 messages every 3 hours with GPT 5.2. Now, that is a massive jump from free's 10 messages every 5 hours. For thinking mode specifically, you can manually select it with a limit of around 3000 messages per week. Now, that's plenty for most power users. After that, you still have access to Thinking Mini for lighter reasoning tasks. Plus users get access to standard and extended thinking levels. Standard balances speed and depth. It is the default. Extended gives the model more time for comprehensive answers or harder problems. You get expanded access to DALL-E image generation, higher file upload limits, and larger context windows. Projects allows up to 25 uploaded files and with custom instructions. Canvas opens a side panel for editing documents and code. Memory is enhanced with better context retention. App integrations connects to Google Drive, Gmail, Slack, GitHub, and more. You get limited access to Sora video generation and the Codex coding agent. Plus, you get priority access during peak times, meaning faster responses when the servers are busy. Your data is not used for training by default on Plus. Now, that's an important distinction for professional use. So, if you use ChatGPT for your daily work, writing, coding, research, analysis, Plus is almost certainly worth it. The productivity gains from not hitting limits easily justifies a $20 a month pricing. Next is the Pro plan. $200 a month. Now, this is 10x the cost of Plus. So, who is it for? Pro gives you essentially unlimited access to all GPT 5.2 models, including GPT 5.2 Pro, the highest reasoning variant. Unlimited means subject to abuse guardrails, but in practice, you won't hit message caps during normal use. Pro unlocks all four thinking time options: light, standard, extended, and heavy. Heavy is the deepest reasoning mode. It takes longer but produces the most thorough, accurate responses for genuinely difficult problems. Projects support up to 40 uploaded files instead of 25. You get access to record mode on Mac OS for capturing meetings and voice notes. Deep research, the agent that conducts comprehensive research for you, allows 250 queries per month compared to 25 for Plus. You also get priority access to new features before they roll out to other tiers. So, who is Pro for? Pro is designed for researchers, engineers, and professionals who live in ChatGPT all day. If you're doing complex coding, scientific analysis, or high stake work where accuracy and depth are critical and you are consistently hitting Plus limits, Pro makes sense. For most users, honestly, Plus is enough. Pro is for power users who need the absolute maximum. So let me give you a quick side by side. And here it is. So the free gives you simple explanations, have short chats for common questions, and you can try out image generation, saved limited memory and context. In the $20 plan, you can solve complex problems, have long chats over multiple sessions, create more images and faster, remember goals and past conversations, plan travel and tasks with agent mode, organize projects and customize GPTs, produce and share videos on Sora, write code and build apps with Codex, and so on. And there are limits that apply. Then with the Pro model, you maximize your productivity. You master advanced tasks and topics, tackle big projects with unlimited messages, create high quality images at any scale, keep full context with maximum memory, run research and plan tasks with agents, scale your projects with automated workflows, expand your limits with Sora video creation, deploys codes faster with Codex, and gets early access to experimental features. Unlimited, subject to abuse guardrails, obviously. That was a side-by-side comparison of free, plus, and pro. Then we also have business and enterprise. Now, for completeness, there are also team plans. Business starts at around $25 per user per month. It adds team collaboration, admin controls, shared projects, and enhanced data privacy. Your data is not used for training by default. Now, enterprise is custom pricing for large organizations. It adds SSO, advanced security controls, custom data retention, dedicated support, and user analytics. So if you're evaluating for a team, those are worth exploring. But for individual users, free, plus, and pro are your options. Now, here's my simple framework on how to choose. Start with free if you are new to ChatGPT or use it occasionally. You can always upgrade. Move to Plus when you find yourself hitting limits regularly, need consistent access without interruption, or use ChatGPT for work. The $20 is easily worth it if you use it daily. Consider Pro only if you're consistently maxing out on Plus limits. Need heavy reasoning mode or do specialized power professional work that demands the highest tier capabilities. For most people, Plus is the sweet spot. And remember, you can upgrade or downgrade anytime. Changes take effect immediately and there is no annual lock-in. So here's what to remember. All plans now include GPT 5.2. The difference is usage limits and advanced features. Free works for casual use. Plus is the best value for regular users at $20 a month. Pro at $200 is for power users who need unlimited access and maximum reasoning depth. Don't overpay for users for features you don't use, but don't underpay and fight limits every day either. Match the plan to your actual usage. And here is a challenge. Think honestly about how often you use ChatGPT and what you use it for. If you're on a free plan and hitting limits, try Plus for a month. If you're on a Plus and maxing out, evaluate whether Pro would actually help or if you just need to use the tool more efficiently. Now that you understand the plans, let's talk about something important for staying current. How often ChatGPT gets updated, what to expect from future releases, and how to stay on top of changes. That's next. See you there.